We got 2 hands.
More hands, more hands.
And square.
Okay. Well, let's start. Let's start like this way, guys. We are going to use the strap. So if you take your strap and you're going to make, of course, everyone's loop is going to be different. But, if you put it between your arms, you're like, all right, this feels good. Okay, this feels good. Then we're good. And yeah, and then we can also adjust it. So I'll let you do that. Put your strap into a loop. And remember that you go first through the strap side and then over top, and that way it locks. Okay, great. Well, I'm just gonna move the legs a little bit, come to opposite cross. And once you're settled here in your seat, then just letting your eyes gently close. Good. And now take your hands and just cross them over your heart space. And as you bring your hands to your heart, you might move them in opposite directions till the thumb pads come together. And so if you feel the thumbs are pressed together and the palms are maybe just crossing over, fingers might be on either side of the chest. And, this is your butterfly. And the butterfly is symbolic of metamorphosis and deep, deep transformation. And, the same creature goes from being, on its legs to being on its wings. And just feeling that these are, the beginning of acknowledging the wings of your heart. So perhaps you can feel your heart beating. You can feel the movement of your breath filling your lungs. And even as I mentioned before, just, your earlier life and what you have transformed yourself, metamorphosized yourself, changed into who you are right now. And just feeling content with all that is, all that you have experienced, all that you have learned, all that you have lost, all that you have. What you have become and what you are becoming. Acknowledging that at every age and every stage, we are able to open our wings and keeping the thumbs pressed together. Bring the hands together now in front of your heart space. Leave a little bit of space between your palms. And as you inhale, lengthen yourself tall. You can lift your chin and exhale your breath. And we'll open this practice and chant Om together 3 times. Inhale. Bow your chin, drop your shoulders, but keep your hands where they are for a moment. And releasing your hands to your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, so I'm just deciding if we want to stand up or stay seated. And I think, okay, as soon as I say it, yeah, stand up. So let's stand up. And we'll take our little strap with us. We'll just up. So hopefully it'll go. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then just separate your feet apart a little bit. We'll just take this strap into your hands, and you know, if you have like a little dangly piece, maybe you hold that and you let that be your first place, and then we'll just take these arms up over your head. And so I have the strap on the outside of the hands, outside of the wrists. Palms are facing each other. And just be here, you know, you press out into the strap. You can feel your feet anchoring, arms lifting. And then we're just going to turn the hands so that they're facing forward. And just breathe. Let the shoulders can, you know, drop, maybe lift them up and down. And then bring the hands back to face each other. And we'll just start to move a little bit side to side. Good, just a little bit here, feel this. And then we're just going to start to trace these lines down. So, you know, the hands start to come down and you bend your knees. And then at some point here, we're going to sweep over to the right. And we reach the left arm back up and all the way over. Take the arms over to the left. Bend your knees so that the arms kind of become parallel to the floor. And then lift the right arm up, trace it over. So you find this little dance here. I'm going to call it a dance. Up and over. If your feet want to move, let that happen. Let's do one more on each side. So we're going to go all the way over to your left and then to the right. And then we're going to rest. So we'll reach up and find your strap. Just bring your arms down. Put both straps into one hand. Drop your arms. Just breathe. Feel what that is or what that was. And we'll start to just roll the shoulders a little bit. Good. Okay, and then we're going to take that strap, same thing. This time it's going to come in front of you, palms facing each other. And we're going to take the arms and reach up. And then they're going to, I'm just turning around. We're going to just take them back as far as they're going to go here. So you can let your hips jut forward. We can rock a little bit side to side. Breathe. You want to look up, you can. Just open. Good. And then release your arms back down. Put the strap into the opposite hand. Drop your arms. Breathe. Feel the wings of the heart opening. Good. Okay. You know, naturally here I'm starting to rock my hips to get into this dance. So, all right, now take that strap again. And this time we're going to have the palms facing down and your thumbs can be on the other side of the strap, if that makes sense. Yeah, so just push the strap apart. Take your belly in. Maybe you bend your knees. We'll reach it up. And then we're going to take it all the way over. And so that's where you're going to be like, what? This is way too crunchy. So make it happen. Then let's take one arm down, bend the elbow, see if you can find your way to get the strap to come down. If that didn't work and you need to make it bigger, do that. So now it's behind you. Now we're just going to pause here. And now we're going to go the opposite way back up. So let's say I'm going to take my opposite arm out, bend the arm. You just kind of find your way here. Yeah, okay, so let's just do that again. So you can take it back. One arm's going to bend. Find your way. One shoulder can be more crunchy than the other. And then just find that again. And then once you kind of got it, then maybe you can go a little faster or you still go slow. Just take your time. Find your little dance here behind your back. Notice if you're gripping your lips. Good, okay. And then pause with the strap behind you for a moment. Just let the strap just kind of settle there. Feel what that is. And now we're going to take forward fold. My strap's all twisted. Maybe yours is too. I'm just going to unwind it. And then I'll have the palms facing each other. Take the shoulders down. Lift your belly. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees. We're going to start to drop forward and take the arms up. Wherever they're going to go, push into the strap. They don't like to go over your head or anything. Just find your place here, and it could be low. Imagine you're flying. And that's like the wings of your cape. Again, let's take one more breath. And then we'll bring the arms over the head. Maybe you need to release the strap, or you can just find it and take your hands to the floor into this version of forward foldy downward doggy. So it's not really downward dog, and it's you're extended out, your arms are extended out, but your feet are on the floor. Knees bent, head dropping. Good. Okay, so we're going to come all the way up, and we're going to use the strap to help. So let's start by bending your knees a lot, and maybe you sit down on your thighs. You shift the weight back so your hands can come off the floor, and then palms facing each other, push the strap apart, sit down more in your legs, and then inhale and come up. And pause here, one more breath, and then release. Put the strap into one hand, drop your arms, rest your gaze, breathe, feel your wings. Good. Okay, let's drop the strap for a moment. And we're just going to take these little wings. Do you remember when you were a kid and maybe you went into a door frame and you pushed your hands into the door frame, and then when you came out, they magically flew up? I don't know if you did that or not. I'm going to say we all did that. So separate your feet apart, and then imagine you're in a door frame. And you're just going to push the backs of your hands into that door. Notice, if your legs want to firm, belly firms, shoulders are going to drop. What's happening to your heart space? Like push, push, push. And then one big inhale. As you exhale, drop your arms, rest, and then just feel, oh, maybe yours are going to float up, maybe not. I don't know. Here mine are going. I don't think I'm doing it. Maybe I am. I don't know. Take a breath. And then release. Take your arms down. Bring your hands together at your heart. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward. And as we push the palms forward, I'm going to bend the knees, tuck the belly back like I'm doing a cat pose, drop the chin, and press the arms away. So you can even start to drop a little more, find a deeper place if that's there. And then as you exhale, release the clasp, put your hands on your thighs. Stick your butt out, start to bend your knees more, and arch your back, lift your chin. Breathe here. Okay, I'm going to come back to forward fold. So you can start to drop. Now, if you want to grab your strap, it's there, or maybe you interlace your fingers. So strap is just helpful to bring the hand, to create that space. Otherwise, we start to take the arms up and over. The shoulders move back. You're going to bend your knees as much as you need. So you can use the strap in that way or be here. We'll take one more breath. And then release your hands to the floor. You can drop your strap or keep holding it if you're using it. We're coming to this half dog. I'm going to call it a half dog. So I might be I'm on the pads of my fingers, and I'm just sitting back into the heels. A nice lengthening for the spine. Okay, walk your hands over to the right and straighten. I say straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee a little more. And sit back here. Explore this for yourself. And then shift yourself over to the opposite side. Same pose. So you move over to the right. The left leg the right leg straightens. The left leg bends. Good. Okay, and then come back to this half dog, and I'm going to turn it into a full dog. You could turn it into a child's pose or puppy pose, whatever you like. And I'm going to bend the knees a lot here. Just lift the hips, drop the head. Maybe you close your eyes and move your shoulders away from your ears, as if your crown of your head wants to move forward. Good. Okay, everybody drop onto your knees, and if you are not in child's pose yet, then that's where we're going. And I'll just put the tops of the feet down. I'm going to go slow, stretch out. So I'm just clawing the floor with my hands, get a little longer. If that's available to you, be where you need to be. And breathe. Okay, that gripping the lips thing, I just looked at heart. It reminded me when I'm in the studio, I can see, that's a thing we kind of do when we're really thinking. So maybe you just notice for yourself at any point where you grip your face. Good. Okay, we're going to take this to a twisted child. So if you need props, hold them in. Otherwise, walk your hands back, and we'll walk the hands over. Let's start on the left side. And once I get the hands over to the left, I'm just going to shift my hips over to the right and just get a little bit more into that side. If that's there for you, you can find it. Okay, so we have the hands over to the left, and I take the left hand and I'm going to bring it in. So the one that's on the outside. And then I'll just lift that shoulder, melt a little bit more onto the right side, if that's there. And breathe like you love it. Yes, and then we're going to create some balance by coming back up and moving to the second side. So you walk your hands over to the right. Maybe the hips will shift to the left. And then I'll take that right hand, I'm going to bring it in and use that to find some more, something more. Breathe here. I don't know if you can hear her trying. And then come back. And we're just going to sit. And so I'm just going to sit on the heels. If you want a child's pose or cross-legged, that's fine. Turn your palms up. Take a few breaths. Good. Okay. All right, friends. So from here, I'm going to take, I'm just going to keep the strap handy. Let's move these other props. We're going to come into a bent knee lunge. So maybe you want your blocks and something to place underneath your knees. And then once you're set, I'm going to take the right foot. Okay, so I'm going to take that right foot out. It's not going to come to center. It's going to come like, imagine it's coming outside your right hand or your right block. And then once you're in this shape, you might walk your back knee back more if you have more space. Okay, blocks can be higher too. If this is very crunchy for you, you know, you put the blocks anywhere you need. Smile and breathe. And I'll have the back toes tucked under. Okay, just lift your heart here as much as you can. And breathe, smile. Sadie girl, being very naughty. Take one more breath. Nice, and then we're just gonna shift the hips back. Use your blocks if you have them. They can go anywhere. Forward, in, okay? I'm just gonna slide my foot out because I know I can. I'm on the heel, and just feel what this is. Okay, now notice for yourself, are you in cat or cow? Can you do the opposite of whatever it is you've got going on? And breathe. Okay, I'm gonna slide this foot forward more into a version of splits. Don't let that freak you out. No, not with the yoga wheel. So I'll just take my hands down. If this is possible for you, you know, I just keep exploring, but I'm holding myself. The other thing you could do if you're like, well, I'm scared, you can put a block underneath your thigh. It doesn't need to look anything like this. Just find a little bit more for yourself. Breathe here, like you love it. And if you're here, well, that's the next step, to fold forward. Okay, and then we bring it on back. I'm just gonna find a way to bring both knees together. Okay, now I'm gonna sit on the toes because that's an important thing to do. If that works for you, find it. Look, I'll show you hearts. These up. Right? I said this in class the other day. If I don't do this often, I say I, probably collective we, it just tightens back up. So one more breath. Good. Okay, and then we'll come back into all fours so you can find lunge, second side. I'm flipping myself around for camera angles. You don't have to do that. And then just bring that left foot forward. You find your place here, make it less, make it more, and then just lift your chest. So that's where the blocks can sometimes be very handy because it will make your arms longer. Good. Breathe and smile. Whatever this is for you, receive it. Good. Okay, and then we'll start to take the hips back, move your blocks wherever you need. Now I'm gonna slide my foot forward as I can. And then I'm just gonna be here. Notice cat, cow, whichever one. See if you can bring, so it's just really moving the tailbone. You could even do your cat cows here and kind of feel, oh, that's interesting. Good. I'm gonna take one more breath and then you either stay here or I'm just gonna ditch the blocks as I come forward. Just let, your hands wherever they wanna go. So it's not straight out. This leg is going out to the side a little bit. And then just breathe. Okay, I'm gonna add the back leg just for fun. So just boop, and then see if what's happening there. But that's a lot. You do your practice. Nice, okay, bring it on back. Good, all right, tops of the feet are right together, knees together. I'm gonna sit back here, you sit however you need. Pause, breathe. And then I wanna stretch these little quads. So we're gonna lean back. So I'm just gonna turn around. You can have your blocks handy if that helps you to, you don't have to turn around, but if this is okay for you to sit like this, I'm just gonna take the hands back and just find a little bit of a stretch for the quadriceps. So things have to kind of engage. So I'll take the hands back, you find your place here. You might be feeling it upright, in which case you don't need to do anything. And then I'll just anchor the knees down, draw the belly in, anchor the feet down. Good, okay, now I know I can do this without blocks, so I'm just gonna ditch the blocks, go down one more. Okay, right, I'm watching my husband here, and that's beautiful. What he's doing is great. It's not this, and that's just fine. One more breath. Good, okay. And then come out, and we'll just sweep the legs out in front. Just take your legs straight out, and then just, move your feet around. That can be a lot. Whatever you do, it's a lot, so good for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna move the blocks out of the way. There's nothing on my mat except for maybe something for your knees. Find your little yoga strap. Okay, so we did this whole thing around the foot the other day. This time we're gonna keep it this long, and I'm just gonna put it under the sole of the foot. Okay, now I take my hand that's holding it and the palm is facing me. So this is like, here we're gonna play. So I'll take the left hand down, lift the right foot up, gonna sweep it around. Now, here's where you decide where it goes. You could put the knee down. Maybe you start like that, you find your legs, maybe this is enough. Okay, I wanna go a little bit more. I'm gonna put the strap around my shoulder. So here's where you're like, what? That's way too tight. Okay, so you pause, make it bigger. Who did I just lose? Or put it back. Find your way here where you can be here, and that's okay. It could be really long. Yeah, so wherever you go, I have it right around the foot, and I'm just gonna push the foot in to the strap. Okay, so I might have to take, the hand might come back here, might find the top of the foot, and then you're like, oh, that's not so bad. Okay, so now what? So I'm gonna take this bottom leg, just separate the feet apart a little bit, see if I can roll more onto the top of the thigh. So I'm pushing the foot, make no mistake, the foot is pushing the strap. I'm just holding it just because I can, but you could be like this. And then you're just gonna lean into the strap and, whoa, hello to something. So you just play. It's like the foot and the shoulder. It's gonna be worth it, because once we release, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness. One more breath. Okay, let's release, so you can say your oh my goodness. So just take the strap off. Just sit or lie down if you like.
It's got that standing in the door.
Yeah, I brought this in. I showed you that we could put the strap around the door, and I've been doing this at the door, and it's like, makes a big difference in the shoulder. I hope you feel that. If not, it doesn't matter, because you get to do the second side. Okay, so we take the strap. I'm gonna just put it around the bottom of the foot, and then I'll put so it's left hand for me, left foot, and then the hand comes in, it's just holding the strap here. Right hand down, right leg down, You come back. Then you can put your knee down. And you could just be here. You could just keep holding it. You know, I push it in. It's not the same for the shoulder though. Okay, now you find your top of your shoulder. If it's very crunchy, I just do it with you. Take a moment, make it bigger, smaller, and then come back. So you kind of found it. Okay, now once you're here, so I start with both hands down and I'll just play. I push the foot into the strap. Oh, shoulder moves back. Maybe your hand comes back, but again, like I showed you, it's not really about that. It's about just finding that place where you can play, where you can push the foot and drop the chest as if you're just weighing this down. So be playful for yourself, be kind to yourself. If you've never done anything like this, you know, then you just go, oh, I'm playfully curious. I'm watching Heart do different things. That's awesome. So I'm just gonna take 1, 2 more, maybe 3 more breaths. And really I'm using the foot, I'm using the shoulder, dropping in, and then lovingly release and just take a moment, however you wanna be, like just to, oh, hello, new shoulders. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna do it again. I might change things a little bit, but let's just go back first foot, because now you've done it, right? I always say first time we do something, it's like, what? Second time, okay. Third time, oh, what's next? Okay, I'm just kidding about that. So lean over, take the foot over, find your shoulder, find this for yourself. Like, you don't even need to watch me, just feel. Okay, and then if you're ready to go a little deeper, I'm gonna take this bottom leg out. We did something kind of like this. This could be really deep. So you decide. And then I walk my hands more over to the left side. And then I'll take that right arm. I'm just gonna reach it. If I hit the wall, that's awesome. I'm really pushing the foot in. I'm gonna flex the foot on the floor. Okay, here's the next thing. I'm gonna take the right hand down, bring my left hand out, see if I can find the strap. And I'm just taking the hand behind the back like we do. See if I can hold the strap here. Is this yoga bondage? Okay, and then release. So find your way out. You can take the strap off. And then just like, you know, if you want to lie down for a few moments and just be with all that release. It's like a massage. Okay. I can feel my heart beating. Good, and we're gonna create balance and do the second side. So if you're lying down, you bring yourself up. And then right foot's gonna stay down. Left foot comes in. You know it. Find your shoulder, adjust your strap, take your time. Yes, be wherever you need to be, play. And then, you know, if you wanna go deeper, that bottom leg comes out and I turn myself more to face the floor here. That foot is still pushing into the strap. Okay, and then I'll walk my hands more to the right. What's happening here?
Just like shorten my strap, but I think
It's too long.
It's too long. No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
I was just playing around.
Walk your hands more to the right. Be there. Feel that. Okay. And then maybe the left arm's gonna lift and reach. We'll feel that. Keep the foot engaged. And then the last step, I put the right hand down. Sorry, left hand down. I take the right hand behind. See if I can find the strap and just hold it. Breathe. Okay. And then slowly extricate yourself from this. And then come back. Yay. Okay. Yes. All right, we're gonna keep the strap. We're gonna lie down on your tummy. And I have my little thing here. You put your blanket underneath your tummy if you like. You can have something else for your head. Keep your strap. I'm sure you know what's coming. Okay. So I'm gonna take the strap, bend the right leg, and just put this over the foot. And then I'll just hold the strap. I'm just holding the strap in my hand. Okay, it's gonna come over the shoulder. Hopefully everything's good and you don't have the buckle on your shoulder. And then take your time. If you need to make it longer, do it. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the forearms, tuck the left toes under. And I'm gonna start to push the right foot in. And I know I can lift my right thigh up off the floor a little bit. Now I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna take the arms out, look down, hang out. If you need to put your hands on the floor, it's fine. Good, and then take your hands down, come back. Okay, and then take the strap off. Let's just rest for a moment so you can feel what's changed, what's released, what's open. And this card about balance. So I love these poses because even though we've done this already, you can still feel an imbalance from that. Take a big breath in. Lovingly sigh it out. Okay, and then come back up and we'll just second side it. So you'll bend your left leg, strap over the left foot, and just follow the strap. So you've got it now. Immediately I grab the buckle, so I'm just gonna move it. I want that buckle on my shoulder. Okay, find the strap on the shoulder, tuck the right toes under, take a moment, adjust your strap. So that, I feel pretty free here, nothing's tight. Now I'm gonna start to push the foot. And I'm really pushing that foot so much my thigh will lift, but that doesn't mean yours is going to. Okay, now I'm gonna hang out in the shoulder. Maybe the arms come off and I'm flying. Ooh, imagine we had 2 straps.
Yeah.
Okay, breathe, use the foot, and then lovingly, hands come down, release, take the strap off, lie down on your tummy, and just receive, receive, receive. You might turn your toes in, heels out, just to keep the back open. Good. Drop your head, release. Okay, I just want to release the back, and we're going to just windshield wiper from our tummies. So if you have any things beside you, just move them out of the way. And you can keep your head on the floor as you bend your knees, or if you want to come up for a little back bend for Sphinx, you could do that too. And then just rock your feet side to side. So head down, great, you get a lot of freedom, a lot of movement, head up, different. So whichever one, it's totally fine. Just rock it out. Good. Okay. And then let's just keep the knees bent, bring the feet together. Drop your head again. Just breathe here. Okay. All right, friends. Well, I'm sure you can guess what's coming because we're going to put the strap over both feet now. So you might start by making your strap longer. Let's do that. We'll make it longer. And it's pretty easy to make it shorter. So hopefully that will work out. And then just reach back. Hopefully you can find your feet and put the strap around them. And so you're here. I'm just holding the strap with my hands. Okay, and we'll just so my strap is down by my ankles. You might have it like I'm even stepping into it with my toes here. You could do that too. Okay, we're gonna keep the arms down though. So bring your arms down and then just push the feet into the strap, the legs into the strap, whatever you've got. So if it's, if your strap's long, you might put your feet into it, your toes into it. I'm just playing around here with my feet, finding it. Whew. And then let's push the legs in, let the arms lift. Maybe you look down, let the shoulders move. Like I'm rocking, maybe you are too, whatever you're doing here. One more breath. Good. Okay, and then slowly release. You can let the strap just stay around your feet and drop it on your body. Take your arms, rest your head, bring the soles of the feet together, and breathe. Okay. Good. Take a big breath in. Breathe it out. Okay. So here's the next one, and you might want to just watch. let's see if I might skip it, but we'll see. I was gonna see if I could get this strap to come around my forehead, which I think I can. But I think maybe we'll leave that for another day. But you know, it's just all right. Let's come up and back, and let's take a child's pose. Let's bring a blanket in or a bolster in just to release. This a lot for the back we did. So feel free to grab your bolster, your blanket, just shove it in, and then just start to bring yourself forward. And it's not really about getting the head down. It's more about opening here into your sacrum, low back. So I'm just very slowly rounding forward, letting the pressure of the bolster, blanket do its work as it bites everything to the back body. You can let your head hang, and if you need a block or something, throw it in. And breathe here. And one more breath. Release it. Good. Okay, and then we'll bring yourself up, and we're going to come onto the back. And you know what? Let's throw that. I say we're going to come on the back. Let's do a little shoulder love. So take your blanket. You know, the other day in class we did it really with a much thicker blanket. So this is number one roll. You just roll it in this shape. And if you want higher height but softer than the block, then you can make it, you know, you make your blanket thicker. So whichever one is totally great. I'm going to put this down. If you need something else for your head, you can bring it in. Know where your strap is. So it's just handy. And then we're going to lie down. Okay, so I'm just going to take the shoulder blades onto the blanket. I bend my knees, lift the hips, scooch forward just so I feel the shoulder skin come down, and then the head can come down, hips can come down. And, you know, prop up if this is too high for you. Take the time to invest in your space. So we can just let the wings of the heart lie open out to the sides. Okay, adjust yourself if you need to. You know, you might lift your hips and rock a little bit front to back on that blanket roll, and find a place that feels better for you. Heart lifted, head dropping back, arms out to the side like the wings that they are. Okay, so just breathe as you are breathing, obviously. If you want to straighten your legs, you can do that, or they can stay bent. And just feel with this lift of the chest, how the direction of the breath as you inhale, what gets filled to capacity. And as you exhale, what releases. And just feel that this is almost like a version of cat-cow happening in the chest area. Just as you inhale, maybe you can feel the body, the spine arch, chest lift, and as you exhale, there's a dropping. Just be aware of that for a few moments. Okay, and then keep that idea of that's what's happening, but start to release yourself more deeply. Like you're melting over this blanket roll. So it's an effortless happening. Good. Okay. Nice. And then staying in your restful place, legs bent or straight. It's going to take your left arm and just reach it up as if you're painting a rainbow over your face, and over to the right, and just reach this arm to the right. So the left shoulder might come up, might not. And then you can bring it back, and maybe you trace it over your head, or you do that same little arch, whatever works. Once you have both arms down, then we'll just do the same thing with the right arm. So however it wants to come over to the left side, my friend, is totally fine. And you're just gonna reach it over and then find its way back out wherever it goes. Maybe it makes its own path. We'll just continue to do that a few times each side. And you notice your head will start to move, your body will move. And if you have your knees bent, maybe you're also, you have more mobility, obviously, because less things are grounded. So be playful in your own playground, whatever's happening. Good. And we'll just do one more on each side. Good. And then once you finish that, just come back and rest here. Let's do 5 breaths. Okay, now I'm going to come up and off this blanket roll, and I'm going to do that through the crypt lift. So I'll take the arms up, lift the head, and then just start to, keep coming. And with the blanket roll, maybe it's kind of helping you. You see what happens. And we come up and good. Okay, then I'll take that blanket roll out. I'm just going to set it to the side, and I'm going to come back down. However you want to do this. I'm going to go so slow just because it's fun. Maybe lift the legs. Maybe swim. Okay, and then we'll come all the way down. Rest here. You can take your arms over your head if that's there, and just feel your entire length. This body resting. Back of your heart dropping. Okay, so you can bring your arms down out to the sides with the palms open. You don't have to stretch your fingers, just palms facing up. Drop your jaw, close your eyes. And I just want you to come back to that breath and feel, I say it's cat-cow, but it's almost like the heart lifts as you inhale. And as you exhale, the heart drops. It is an oscillation of the spine. But if you imagine yourself as a bird, the wings of the heart lift as you inhale. They spread open, and as you exhale, there's that sense of the wings coming forward, even without moving. Just tune into that happening. Good. Take one more full breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your right knee into your chest, left leg, whatever you like, bent or straight. Just rock this knee in and out. Just imagining it could also, be part of this flying. In. Okay. Let's let your knee kind of settle. Keep the hands there. Left hand is going to hold the knee, and the right hand is going to trace down the front of the shin. It might hold the ankle, and it might not. And whatever you've got here, just draw the hands in so that the left hand is pulling this right knee in a little bit to center, and the right hand is pulling this right ankle or right shin, whatever you've got, a little bit out to the right. Okay, drop your jaw, your breath. Breathe through the wings of your heart. One more breath. And then release, set the foot on the floor. And we're going to drop this knee out as if you're doing tree pose. So here you have your little blanket roll. It might come up to support that knee. So the left leg, if you have it bent, it's fine. If you have it straight, that's fine. It doesn't need to be an active tree pose. We just have the right knee out to the side. Perhaps it's supported. Left leg doing what it's doing. Good. And then just take a few breaths here. Okay. Find your strap. I'm laughing because, I could do that. Like I said, I could do this for so long, but we're running out of time. So let's do this quick. All right. Bend your left leg if it's straight. Take that right ankle, cross it over your left knee. Lift the left leg so the leg comes closer to you. Take your strap, put it around that foot. Yeah, and hold the strap with the left hand. Now flex that right foot. Open your right knee, just push it away. Left foot to the floor. So you're still holding this right leg. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to switch hands. So I'm going to take the right hand into the strap. You can slide your hand along your strap, make it as big as you like. This right arm is coming behind your head. The left hand can hold the foot. Oh yeah, we're into it now. Okay, now I'm going to just draw this right foot in. I might feed the strap into the right hand to go deeper. So I'm just taking the strap and just feeding it into the hand. Or make it less. Your head is going to lift. Left leg, however you like, friends. Breathe. Settle in. So I'm letting my head, it's lifted, and I'm just dropping it back. And then I'm smiling like crazy. Receive, receive, receive. Okay, you could be out to here. It's all fine. One more breath. Now, left hand holds the foot. So we're going to release the head. And I don't just want to let my head drop. Take the right arm out, head down. Lift this leg up. Hold the strap with the right hand. You could put it higher. We're going to take this leg out to the side. So be wherever you need to be. It could be, I'm keeping my leg so high this time just to show you that, you know, it's not about getting down to the floor. A lot happens when we do that. It's about just finding the strength of the leg. So be here. I'm using the hand to kind of pull the leg. One more breath. Oh, and then release that leg. Let it come all the way down. And then just flop into this open wingspan. Let your legs be. Feel this body opening and flying. And maybe you can feel the imbalance. Good. Okay, second side. So we start with just bringing this knee, the left knee in. I'm just going to turn myself. Let you be how you are. So left knee comes in. You can, if you use a prop for that version of tree pose, slide it around your body. Opposite interlace your fingers and settle in with the left knee into your chest. And just take a few breaths here. You can close your eyes and drop in. If you need to move, that's fine. Good. Okay, however this is, I'm going to take the right hand to hold the left knee, and the left hand's going to slide down this leg wherever it holds here. And then I use the hands, just draw in. So the knee is drawing in, you know, right into the left side of the chest maybe. And then the ankle is, or the shin is being drawn out slightly. Okay, soften where you can through your hip, your jaw, your right shoulder a little bit. Good. Okay, now we're going to tree pose. So I'll release the foot down to the floor, drop the knee out. So you just have the left leg bent, right leg, however you like, straight or bent. Arms out to the side, drop into the wings of the heart. Good. Okay. Now bend your right leg, right foot to the floor, left ankle over right knee. You're here. Find your strap. Okay. Now you bend bring the right thigh closer to your chest so the left foot comes in. Put the strap around the foot. Then you hold it with that right hand. Flex your left foot and drop the right foot to the floor. Now I take the strap into the left hand, and it's going to come behind the head. So you use whatever you need. Adjust the strap so it's in a good place, and the left arm goes behind the head, and this leg can be up so high, you know, it could be high. Push into the foot. See if you can get the head to lift. If you can go closer, you use the right hand to feed the strap into the left hand. The right hand can hold the outside of the foot even. Find that place where your head lifts. And then there is, like, you know, everything's working to keep it there. If it's too much for your shoulder, you know, make it, do what you have to do. Breathe. Okay, I'm going to stretch my right leg out. Breathe like crazy. Drop the head if you can. So it's dropping, melting, smiling. If might take some time, but there's like this release that starts to happen. Okay, now I take the right hand, I'm gonna hold that foot so I can release the head without anything, snapping out. And then just straighten your left leg up. The left hand holds the strap wherever you like. And we start to take this leg out. Again, it doesn't need to go that far. It's really about the leg doing the work. The strap is there so I can use the hand to kind of pull the leg and just see, for yourself what's possible. We started off with this splits almost, if your leg is lifted up higher, and then this is a similar shape. And so you just be playfully curious. Transformation, metamorphosis, all these things I mentioned at the beginning. We are literally transforming our own selves, our bodies. Okay, nice. And then bring the leg up. We'll take the strap off, release the leg all the way down. Thank you, Boo. And just drop in, wings of the heart, your own expansive energies. So good. Okay, so we should be slipping into Shavasana now, but I do want to do one more. And that's just to take this little strap, and we've done this in the last few classes, is to drive the bus and just put the feet into the strap. And then you're gonna stretch your legs up, spread the legs, and you're pushing into the strap. I know you can't see my feet, but they are very flexed. And then just start to do this little, you're driving. Maybe you guys have read that book, The Pigeon Drives the Bus, to your grandchildren, or such a funny book. So I don't know, all these things come to my mind when I do these little things here. So just find this, and then we're gonna drop in. So that is here. If you need to bend your knees or throw something underneath your hips, I'm just gonna put my hands underneath my hips for a moment and take this version of legs up the wall-ish. Breathe here. So I have the hands under hips, palms down, fingers spread. I'm melting the belly. I know this can be a lot. So make it less. We'll take 2 more breaths. Hi. Okay. Good. All right. So if you've had enough, you want to go to Shavasana, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to reach up, grab the straps, and move it into a version of Happy Baby, possibly. Or I'll just take one strap, let the soles of the feet come together, and I'm going to put my head in here. If this works for you, groovy. If not, that's okay too. Just find it there. I'm letting the legs drop. You can make it bigger if you need to. And okay, so I'm just letting my head receive this for a few moments. Okay, whatever works for you, friend. I honor your practice. And we'll just release the strap. Good. You might need a few moments to just be, if you want to throw a block under your hips for a few moments, then go ahead and do that, just to, bring yourself into a bit of an upside down. You start to set the head into our Shavasana place. And then whenever you're ready, float into your resting place. I'm just going to read this card one more time. We've done a lot to create balance in this body. So when you create balance in your life, you feel grounded and clear. Okay, so I've been focusing on the first part of this as we were doing our practice, but here's the last sentence. You feel grounded and clear. So as you bring yourself into your Shavasana with whatever props you like, if you want to do legs up the wall for a little bit, know that you are very welcome to do that too. And just feel that at this moment, all is grounded and clear. At this moment, all is grounded and clear. Good. Okay. Just letting the wings of the heart settle and rest. You might start settling into your rest by feeling the breath, the wings of the heart, as if you're, flying even inside yourself. This great potential, potency for transformation at every age and every stage. And resting in to your groundedness and your clarity, and the balance of your body, your breath, your mind, and your spirit. And scanning your body for any place you're still holding. And invite your breath into these places as a way of nourishing and healing, releasing and feeling. So just dropping in more deeply for the next few moments, releasing yourself more to the floor, to the earth. And in groundedness, we can invite in clarity. She had her feet firmly planted into the ground and was very clear. And choosing to stay in your resting Shavasana, you're beginning to slowly journey your way out. And take your time, move slow. honor everything you've done. And once you come to seated, we'll just spend a few moments here, just feeling into your own energy, your breath, your spaciousness, your transformational energy. And deeply feeling and acknowledging, even if you're still in your Shavasana, that the person who sat down on the mat at the beginning of this class is not the same person who is here now. This great reminder that you have the power to enter into transformational energies. Bringing your hands to your heart as we open class, and you might switch one hand on the other and find this butterfly mudra. So the thumb pads touch and the wings of the heart are expanded. And into this friend, once you're here, inhale. And exhale, bow your chin to all that you are and all that you are becoming and all that you have become, all that you have dealt with, all that you have lived through, all that you have metamorphosized to become who you are and who you are becoming. And so smile into that. That's yours. Keep the thumbs together, bring the hands together, let them fly together in front of your heart. And as you inhale, grow tall, and exhale this breath. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. And bow your chin. Shanti or peace. Take a full breath. Breathe into your hands. And catch your breath. Lift your chin. Open your eyes. Offer this. Yes. Offer it. And we'll offer it out. And there we go. So thank you guys for playing and for being here on Easter Sunday. And Easter blessings, spring blessings, all of that stuff going your way. So I take all of yours. Thank you. All right. Have a great Sunday. Thank you guys. We'll see you soon. Love you all of you. See you soon.